Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton, also known as Inventor Lady. And today I would like to introduce you to Kat Crompton. She is going to be taking over as the administrator for the Inventors Roundtable Meetup virtual meetings, and also be joining us as host from time to time at those meetings. So I wanted to give her a chance to say hi to everybody.
Hi. Okay, well, I wanted to take this opportunity to ask you, how did you get your start working as the Inventor Lady? Like, what was the progression of that? Because most of us don't just wake up one day and say, I want to work with inventors when I grow up.
True. Okay, that is not exactly how it happened. When I think about my progression through my professional life, it seemed like a pretty natural phase, but people will ask me that all the time. It's like, how did you get into this? Because I have not invented a product, written 3 murder mysteries and had them published. So I guess that kind of goes along with creating something. But I always laugh and say, I kind of tripped and fell into it, or I shut up long enough to hear what God was saying, and God was saying, do it this way. Reality is I was at a meeting downtown Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce, met an elderly gentleman dressed in a clown suit named Frank Armbruster, and he said, hey, honey, come here. So I went over and I visited with him. He invited me to go to some of the inventor meetings there because I was working with a group of attorneys and promoting their business. And so got started going to these meetings, met some of the retired rocket scientists, literally, who are now doing consumer gadgets. And this was 17 years ago. So I have been doing this for a while. Does that help give you some background?
It does. It does. I think a lot of people see your videos and wonder, how did this come about, and how did you get started working with inventors in a way that you feel like you've garnered enough experience over time to offer expertise. So can you offer us a little bit more about that and how you started making the right connections and learning a little bit more about the business?
Absolutely. Well, one, I married an attorney, so that certainly helped me with the legal part of things. Understanding attorneys are service providers. He's the one who taught me that. He goes, oh my goodness, this is how you do this. So that helped many years ago. And it certainly helped in the way I was working with some of these other older inventors when they say, oh, can you ask your husband this? And can you ask your husband that? You'll learn a lot when you start asking questions. But these older inventors really were retired from some of the big companies in the Denver metro area. And they were showing me the steps that they were going through. And one of the gentlemen was actually a licensing agent. So he mentored me in all of this, and we spent hours traveling to different events and being speakers at different things that were being done in the region. And that is how I got started going to the National Hardware Show. And so these older gentlemen, and there was another one who was a patent attorney who had been working with some of these rocket scientists, ex-rocket scientists, and helping them with their intellectual property. So together in that teamwork, there were engineers and the attorneys and the experienced inventors with products in the marketplace. And Frank was really just one of these eccentric, extraordinary gentlemen who taught me so much about all the steps and the process and the products and the pricing. And so, it's fun. It's kind of heartbreaking because these older gentlemen are not with us anymore. And I learned so much from them. And then eventually, Warren handed off to me his licensing agent business. And also then the SearchQuest business I bought from Warren Rowe and the patent attorney. And they taught me how to make sure, pause for Mike. Okay, so I bought from Warren Rowe and the patent attorney. He was working with SearchQuest, all right, which they're the ones who taught me what was essential in the search part of the steps, the process, that if it didn't include the international part, it was worthless. When I bought the business, it came with a paralegal. I learned real fast that paralegals think in the same mindset as attorneys, billable hours. That didn't work so much for me. So then I started hiring people that had a master's in research, librarians. Their attitude was not, I've spent 4 hours on this, that's enough. It's like, I haven't found anything yet. Why not? Very different attitude in the results that come back. So, as we go through these learning steps for me, and like I said, I've been doing it for 17 years, you'd better learn something. That all of it from the very beginning were things that help me then work with the inventors. So as a licensing agent, if I work with inventors sooner rather than later in the process, we can do a better search. We can have better information. I can help manage then attitudes with attorneys. The attorneys we work with don't get to charge for emails and phone calls. A lot of them do. It's amazing. So we're able to help with that. What kind of engineer do you need at the beginning? It gives us then a better chance at licensing successfully when we get down the road.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's been interesting evolution over time to get you where you're at, but it definitely sounds like you are sitting in a place of experience people can count on, people can take to the bank.
That's the idea. So thank you for joining us today. I hope it answers some of the questions for you guys, because I do get these questions on a pretty regular basis. It's like, who are you and why I've never heard of you before? It's like, been doing this for a long time. So anyway, join us at our virtual meetings. We have 2 a month, and you'll be able to find them on the Inventor Lady website, on the Meetup platform, and now on the inventorsroundtable.org. So go look for us. Thanks.
Thank you.